Testing. Welcome to episode 478 of Beauty Magazine. The Sims 4 story of a once thriving, now struggling fashion magazine. Our story takes place in the year 2008. At that time, the magazine is 10 years old. In 2004, it was merged with another so-called fashion and beauty magazine, and the both magazines' publishers were bought out by a third publisher. The new publisher thought they were the same kind of magazine and merged them together, and they weren't meant to be the same kind of magazine, and it caused problems. Beatrice wanted her magazine to be more all things beauty and not just a certain standard of beauty, while the other one was more mainstream, typical, like Glamour or Marie Claire, something with the do's and don'ts and the celebrities and while beauty was trying to be more inclusive of all sizes and shapes and not just people and not just expensive clothing and purses and whatnot. She was trying to think outside the box and not just one type of beauty or fashion. And so, her and the two other people from the other magazine just didn't get along. And after 4 years, she's finally been able to get rid of them. And they have gone off and started their own magazines. So, my title here, What's Next? That's because I'm at a little bit of a crossroads, or I don't know if I'm overwhelmed or just not sure what to do, or I got so many things going on, and I keep getting further and further away from what we were starting with. It's like I put this thumbnail up with all our main characters, and it's like we haven't really done anything with them for 200 episodes or more. It's what it seems like. And it's starting to bug me. It's really starting to bug me because I've got to get back to continuing their stories somehow. But there's other things I want to do. And other things I want to do on top of that. And other things I keep starting. And on top of that, my computer's had some issues, so I'm going to type this just in case. Because there's been a few crashes lately that have ended my streams. It's like I bought the Royal Pack and I had a lot of fun with that, but I haven't done the Royal Career like I wanted to try it. And I did the Vineyard thing for a few episodes, and the problem with that is, I'm so busy messing around with the winemaking project that, I haven't done the other stuff that I wanted to do with it. And I play the American Truck Simulator when I want to, and we did a little bit of that last night because I was not sure what to do. And I like doing that. And I almost did that again today, and I might still. But I think part of the problem, really, is that there's things I want to do with this game that I either can't do because it's not available, or if I do it, there's still glitches with it. You know, like, I want to make museums and things, and you can't make a fashion museum because you can't have more than a few mannequins displayed at any one time. I mean, the only way I could do something like that is if I did it like the exhibit of the week. These outfits are the exhibit of the week, and then after a while change it up. But you know, as we see with my project that I was doing with the photographs, well, that takes forever to do. Just to do all those outfits takes a while. You know, I can't have a building with all the outfits. I can't. And I want to do the museum, but do I want to just go around and collect the items from all the people that have already collected them? Or do I want to have Crystal Stone collect all those brooms and wands and everything all over again herself, knowing that takes forever? You know, let me get off the thumbnail here. And just while we're at it, there's just a couple new items in the thing here. There's a spring cottage plants in decor. That's nice. So that's some clutter. And somebody made a Japandi home living room. Excuse me. Okay. Hey, it's got a pillow. Anyway, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying that stuff yet. Let's get into the game and see what I want to do, if anything. What I was possibly going to do yesterday was play some of the supermarket games, and before I do any leveling up of any of the buildings, I was going to build the exterior of those little supermarkets in the game here. Try to put them all on like one lot type thing, but problem with that is I just feel like if I start playing those games, I'll be playing them more than I want to, and not really having time to do the building and all that like I think I will. And this is where we left off the other day with this project. And I'm not done with it. You know, I might do more of this today, but I'm wanting to do more. I want to do something else. I don't know what, but it's driving me a little crazy. And I don't know. I mean, it's nice having this here. We looked at it, we toured it. But I mean, bottom line is I need this piece of land back, so let's we're gonna need this piece of land at some point. Um, do, 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 do. I really wish I had a piece of land in this city to build something, but it's not good to bulldoze things. So I mean, I've got this piece of land here, but somebody's living there, and I don't want to move that. That's my advertising agency. Um, I was going to do something with that. I changed my mind. I don't know. I mean, I suppose I could build a museum here if I had to. I just don't really want to build it here because it's just not where I want it. I mean, I wish I could remove these things, then it would maybe be okay, but hey, Jen. Thanks for stopping by. Now that you're here, you're trapped for life. You can't leave. That's what happens in Strangerville. What happens in Strangerville stays in Strangerville. It's stranger and stranger yet. Um, you're still over there. Who's this, Nellie? Yeah, Nellie. That's a big lot, though. That's a 50-50. This one is 50-50. Okay, so we don't have a 64 in this town. That's a 64, but there's no way we're deleting that. And I'm not wanting to delete that yet. Yeah, we just don't really have a place to put anything for the big lots. So I don't want to delete my mall. I mean, I suppose I could remove that. We're not really using it. That's the big question. I don't know. Building a bridge so I can cross it when I come to it. That'd be something. As much as I like the building, I've got it saved. I don't have to have it here. Haha, y'all didn't even feel a rumble. I took that building out and you didn't feel a thing. Um, do we have a rock with a plaque on it? It seems like we had something like that. Do 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 do. I suppose this is as good a place as any to put a museum. Why am I able to like? It's like I could see the thing in my mind, but I'm like, is it something in The Sims or am I remembering it from something else? It's just like a big rock with a plaque on the front. Alrighty. Thanks for dropping in. That's maybe it's up in the area where this is from. I don't know. I was also thinking of at some point going to Batu, getting some items from there for the museum. But I don't know if I'm doing that yet. Well, that wouldn't be a bad thing to have for a archaeology type museum. Oh man, I'm a little bit tired, even though I got a lot of sleep. Sometimes you can get too much sleep. I guess I should just play the trucking game. I don't know. What does it matter? I know what you mean. Yeah, I don't know. I'm having a hard time here, folks. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play the trucking game because I'm out of it here. Okay. So we did that. Uh, yeah, we did that. And then, hey, there's a thumbnail. We're gonna play some David Boomer. Okay, I'm gonna go get my coffee warmed up. I'll be right back. We'll see how far we can get before I start falling asleep. Come here. Loki, come here. Go up downstairs. You stay there. Stay. Dogs. Oh, Lord. Okay. Okay, so for more info on David Boomer, that's a playlist link from his series. And I'll kind of recap as we go along here. Um, but David Boomer was a series that I started before I was doing Beauty Magazine. It's a truck driving series. And I started it right before the release of Arkansas. So we started out, he was just a small time independent truck driver who was doing some truckloads using company trucks. He didn't have his own truck. He was trying to save up money to get his own truck or get a loan for it. When he went to get the loan, the bank denied him, but it just so happened at the same time he was doing it online. Well, there was a glitch with the computer because a hacker was trying to hack money from that bank. And somehow it appears that even though he was denied his loan, he ended up with the money in his account. But to the bank, it appears that he received way more than that. He didn't actually receive all that money, but it appeared that he did. And so the hacker made contact with him and told him, don't be going to the police. Do as I say. I want my money, etc., etc. And so David went on the run. He was hiding out in Arkansas for a little while and then made a break for it because the hacker had told him to meet him at a certain, or told him to be at a certain location at a certain point to get more info. And that led him to go up along the edge of the map up to Gillette, Wyoming, and then over to somewhere in this area. I believe it was right here. There's a car wash or a truck wash where it's abandoned, and the hacker had left an envelope with instructions to go from there. And then at some point David got down to here to Cody, Wyoming. He had been given a flash drive in that envelope to use at a library here to keep computer secure while the hacker talked to him. And it just basically scrambles the computer so that somehow it can't be traced at that time. And then from there, at some point, I believe it was over here in Bozeman, he got more instructions at the library here. And he had some help getting a loan for a truck. Maybe he was in Missoula. I don't remember for sure, but one thing led to another, and he's been doing different kinds of loads all throughout this time, kind of getting into a little bit of trouble, trying to stay off the grid, type thing. It led him to Seattle. In Seattle, there was an earthquake down in California. So somebody up here that was stuck up here let him borrow a truck to get down there if he would help out with the earthquake loads. And so he came down here and he was doing loads down here to help with the earthquake relief. And now the hacker has told him to get on the move again. So we went from there with another different truck over to here, and we're working. The rework of Route 66 happened recently, and I have not driven any of my guys along this stretch since then. So we're doing road work loads, construction equipment that has to do with road work, and we did some of that yesterday. So we're exploring some of what was redone with Arizona. And then we'll be heading into New Mexico. But we've got to be careful because, Texas is definitely looking for us. We're still a wanted man. But It's like the hacker is somehow trying to help us. I don't know if this hacker is a good guy or a bad guy. He still hacked the bank trying to get lots of money. And, oh, apparently there's another road there that we probably can turn down. Let's go up here and check that out. Let me check the job market first, though. Road roller to Farmington, New Mexico. Backhoe loader to Flagstaff. Dump trucks. Okay, what's this Pioneer thing? That's new. Okay, I think it's just an auto company. Um, yeah. Yeah, it's the same as the car company. Forgive me for taking too long on this if anybody's watching. I'm being picky. That's an urgent delivery. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that because that'll take us down through here. We haven't explored that yet. So, David Boomer is a combination. His name is. It's like the late 70s, early 80s Incredible Hulk series, David Banner, where everywhere he went, he was using a different name. You know, David Bruce, David Boxwell, David Barnwell, David Blakely. There was always David something, and usually started with a B. But oh wow, that changed color on me. Usually those are red. I don't know when that happened. Okay, my driver is good on sleep. But we do need to get some fuel. Oh, stinking Tigers lost again. They let the Twins sweep them 4 games and lost the game before that to the Cardinals. So I'm not in a good mood about that. Thankfully, I wasn't listening to the whole game. I caught like the last batter. I was like, oh, really? One moment. I'm gonna wipe my screen.